Woo! I didn't expect that.
Okay, that's fucking rad. What the fuck?
I didn't expect that at all.
So, like, what do you feel like you need working with? What do you think is your biggest problem, basically?
Like, I play pretty casually. Like, I don't know what season is this, season 13, and I got 2 stars. I've been playing Tracer, Genji, tried Doomfist. I'm kind of done flexing around. I want to try and find a hero that fits me, and then climb some SR.
All right.
I don't know much about, like, compositions. Sometimes we've got Hammond, and we still call it Ghost. Sometimes we've got, like, Roadhog, and sometimes I get real lost, man.
So you play a little bit differently. Like, Winston Dive Goats is basically, instead of moving forward slowly, you basically just get the fuck in there.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm blindly walk forward, and at some point I'll encounter bad guys, and then I will do things to them, and then either they die or I die. I don't do a lot of that thinking thing.
Okay.
Are you a coach or a player? I actually don't know anything about you.
I am both. I'm not much of a player anymore. I quit when me and my team, we lost our final qualification match to contenders, and then I was like, fuck it.
Oh, so you were almost in the big leagues.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know much about the
coached,
coaching world. Is it like a good gig or?
Like, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to try and help people improve.
I don't think that'd be something I could do, man. I don't know. It seems like a lot of. I appreciate you helping me. Anyway. Oh, GM, haven't been here for a while. I haven't taken the game very seriously the last 2 seasons or so. When I got back, I was like, I want to just play and be good at a video game again.
I'm not big enough of a coach to be able to, apply for a job there.
Oh, is it kind of like you can't just do? You were at the big leagues as a player, you don't get to just kind of go be a big leagues as a coach immediately?
No, exactly. Like, the teams have to contact you, and then there's a lot of competitions, like Jayne and those guys, you know.
I don't know anyone.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't make sense to me that you'd be able to coach pros when you never were, they're better than you. I don't get it.
You can be a much better player in-game when you're actually playing, but some of the best coaches in the world are platinum players. It goes for every sport.
Yeah.
Basically, the coach, put him in the uniform and on the field. He won't be able to do what his players are doing.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. But the coach himself, he has the tactical mindset, and he knows the flow of the game in the back of his head. He can direct his players so that his players can use those skills to beat the enemy team. But sometimes, even if you're the best player in the world, you might not know what to do in certain situations.
It's weird that the pros would be okay, like, listening to a plat, where, I don't know, if a plat tried to give me advice, I'd probably just tell him to fuck off.
You can be the best Widowmaker in the world. You can have godlike aim, but sometimes you might still tunnel vision on someone. You want to get that kill, and then you get ambushed from the side. Even the best players have things they need to improve on. You can never be a flawless player. You can always improve.
Do you get a lot of, like, business through Fiverr?
Recently I have, thanks to a YouTuber.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think his name is Kenzo. He fucking pranked me.
Oh, did he?
Basically, he pretended to be a noob. He bought coaching. Yeah, basically, I coached him like I normally would. And then he challenged me to a 1 versus 1 and fucking stomped me.
Oh, man.
I've gotten a shit ton of business thanks to that.
Oh, that's good. I haven't played
I
Zarya in a
remember
while.
communication with your team as a Zarya is really important.
Okay, I don't usually communicate with my team, but I'll give it a shot. What the fuck? I didn't get energy off that.
Guys, Winston,
Go away, angry monkey man. Oh no, that was a headshot!
And check where you have your enemies. I'm 100% sure you knew that Hanzo was up there.
I think I forgot, honestly. I never really sure what to bubble, and I never get energy because we're not brawling. I'm not quite sure what to do.
Up right, up right, up right, up right.
I can't, there's mines. Oh, I got halted. Oh, I got halted into the mines. Oh no.
You can destroy the mines.
Oh.
If you shoot them, they die. Perfect ultimate.
Hammond rolling through or pile driving, like, I'm not sure how much of a threat that actually is. So
It isn't. A little bit more bubble management, and you're doing just fine. And never feel awkward telling someone else what to do. Sometimes every team needs a leader. If
I'm
no
just
one
always
else is
afraid
doing
that my teammates are gonna tilt if I talk in voice chat.
it- Why? You have a calm voice. Like, you don't have an annoying voice at all, so...
Should I have used grab there, or was it okay? Like,
No.
got him. No, I don't know what I'm doing.
But yeah, overall, you play good. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just bubble management a little bit and awareness.
I didn't kill him. Oh,
Yikes.
one tick.
Unlucky.
Fine,
Unlucky.
dude, like we have fucking diamonds. Just play your main.
Sometimes it really be like that. You only play Hog with Orisa?
Basically.
Why do those two work together?
Hog and Risa is that's what you call a 2-2-2 defensive composition. Basically, you want to play those two when there's a show cold. With those two heroes, can combo like Orisa uses her halt and the Roadhog hooks. And you can easily separate the enemy team from each other. Thanks to Roadhog's kit, he doesn't really fit into any other composition, according to me.
According to you, I like that.
If you look at pro players, you don't really see Roadhog that often either. And it's simply because he has the hook and he has his self-heal. Then he has a shotgun. He's a very self-centered hero. And right now, the off-tank's job is to be able to defend both their main tank and their healers, while being able to do a lot of damage at the same time. Roadhog only fills the criteria of DPSing, basically. He has a hook with a pretty long cooldown, and that's about it. While Zarya, for example, she can bubble herself in front of a teammate, and she can bubble a teammate. D.Va has a defense matrix, and she can knock people away from her healers and tank by, using her rocket boosters. So that is why right now, Zarya and D.Va are much better than Roadhog specifically. Your team needs a main tank right now.
Yeah, I was thinking Hammond, so I could kind of like be an asshole, but still help the flankers.
Call out if you manage to sleep so that your team is aware.
Okay. That's probably one of those deaths where I would have been saved by communication, right? Those happen a lot, but I just really don't like talking.
Nice grenade. Nice nano. Really nice placement. That's ML7 quality right there.
Oh, I appreciate that. I watch him. He's one of my favorite streamers, actually. They used barriers, so we should be able to... I was hitting tab. I'm so sorry, Zarya. I'm so sorry.
This will only hurt for a minute.
Okay.
Sleeping Hammond? I don't know who me is, so there you go. I hope that was the right person. I have no idea if it was.
The microphone in Overwatch is one of your most important weapons. The microphone wins games.
Kill the murder.
No, the fucking testicle.
You ran with that.
Why didn't we push up the first
Yeah, but there was a mini over there. I wanted the mini.
There's also a mini behind the wall.
Oh.
Don't panic. Even how grim the situation looks, always keep calm.
You have any tips for keeping calm when I'm being shot in the face?
It's a game.
I gotta reload. Reloading. We got Bob. How you doing, Bob? Do I get ult charge from healing Bob?
My ultimate is ready.
I just usually communicate through hotkeys.
I mean, it works.
Oh god, there's a Reinhardt! That wasn't gonna work out. I guess, like, Ana's such a character where you need, like, so much communication on.
Supports in general requires a lot of communication, basically. Like, when I play Lucio, I literally... amping heals, amping speed.
It's not the first time that I've heard it mentioned where I need to be calling, like, every reload or every whatever cooldown, which just seems like...
You don't have to call everything. Basically, if you're in a hectic fight, call reloading. If you're in a minor fight or if you're out of combat, fuck that. Only when you're in combat and you know that someone might die if they don't realize they might not be able to get healed. So basically, you don't have to call it out every single time.
Mid-fight, when things are super chaotic, both teams are dead, people are respawning. How the fuck do I know what I'm supposed to be doing?
Basically, what you need to do is what you always do. You can never think beforehand, this fight is lost. If you guys lose 2 players and they haven't lost a single one, maybe call for a retreat. Maybe call for a regroup. But if it's even, just play like you always play. Don't think so much about it, basically. Keep playing like you're playing. Because if you're gonna start thinking, okay, he's dead, okay, what to do now, then you're gonna die yourself. Great shot. Sometimes you have to analyze your game yourself. Like, you have to understand the situation. You have a full screen in front of you, and there's a lot of things going on that screen. But take your time, look up at the kill feed, look down at your HP, look at your shield, look at your abilities, look at where your teammates are, look at where the enemies are. But yeah, that's something you always have to do. You have to access every single situation for every second of the game. At first, like, people usually, they overthink stuff, but like, the more they practice and the more they think about it, the faster it's gonna go.
Woo! I didn't expect that.
Okay, that's fucking rad. What the fuck?
I didn't expect that at all.
When you're playing, why not?
Oh.
You have a three-person view of everything around you, basically.
Yeah.
Use that to your advantage.
Okay. Almost got hammer. Ah!
Don't forget the point.
Unfortunate. I should be, Ooh. We have so much damage. I think I just threw the game there. Again. Reaper. Nope. You didn't see anything.
There's nothing much for me to say. Like, you are doing your job.
Traded counts.
No, I'm not really sure what to say about that. Like,
Traded, it counts. That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
Then you know what? We'll go with that.
No. Nope. Oh my god. No, don't punch me. No, please!
You killed yourself, a main tank for a DPS close to his spawn.
Fair enough.
Never overextend. It can be never
Oh
overextend.
man. Oh, how very unfortunate.
Now, what are you doing?
Man, I have no idea.
You are focusing your particle cannon on a tank when there are more squishy targets
I'm
behind
just
him.
like, right now, since I got like nothing better to do at the moment, I fucking dodged that. I was just kind of just going for primal charge, honestly. It's what I got kind of like default to. When I got nothing better to do, it's kind of like, may as well just go for primal, I guess. Until I get stunned and can't use it anyway. Okay, squishy. Focus the squishy man. I swear if I get charged by that, focus the squishy man. Focus the squishy man. I got him.
Good job.
I focused the squishy.
And you also got rid of their healer.
I did. Focus the squishy. Got
GG,
it.
man.
We stayed in GM.
Hell yeah.
Woo! So tell me about, you got pranked by a YouTuber?
Yeah. I did start to suspect a few things. He made plays that no bronze players does. I prefer helping individuals.
Well, you're pretty good at it. Out of all the heroes you saw me play today, which one do you think that I did the best and should focus on to keep climbing?
Your Zarya was really good.
Really?
Your Zarya was really good, and if you ever find yourself in a support situation again, your Ana was pretty good as well.
Awesome. I'll
Like,
try.
there were just a few minor things that you need to work on, basically. And the biggest of them all is overall awareness on what is going on around you.
How do I train or practice my awareness?
Look around you.
Just look around you, forehead.
Yeah, exactly.
Just exactly. Okay.
That's the biggest problem a lot of players do. They kind of focus on one thing and one thing alone, tunnel visioning. Whenever I've said, look around you, suddenly they start doing that and they get that into their head and they start noticing. I coached a Platinum player a few weeks ago. Now he's almost in Masters because he simply knows what's going on around him. He locked onto a certain person and didn't see anything else. The main tip I always give to people, look around you, know what is going on around you. Because if you know what is going on around you, you can adapt to that situation. And by adapting to that situation, you can catch your enemy off guard when they think that they had you.
That's really good advice. Thank you. I actually, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm also a YouTuber, so...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Nah, that's a lie, man. That's a lie.
That's
Come
a
on.
lie?
Seriously now.
Yeah, I am a YouTuber.
If so, link your channel.
Okay, I'll link my channel. That's my YouTube
Wait.
channel.
Wait, no. Are you seriously Jayne?
Hello, friend. How are you?
Nah, you're kidding.
I'm kidding. You don't believe me?
Holy fucking shit. Why are you not coaching me, dude? What the fuck?
Hey, I had fun. Where do you think I get all my coaching tips from? I just secretly pay Fiverr coaches to coach me.
So, like, was I horrible? Or...
No, you were good. You were good. I liked it.
Thank you.
That was the reason why I didn't want to communicate in voice chat, though. Because I thought somebody in my game would recognize me and it would ruin the whole thing, but...
Oh my god, man, what the fuck? Second time.
When you were like, when I was finding people to kind of like coach me, I just went on Fiverr and I just ordered a coaching session with like every Fiverr coach on the website. So when you said that like this had happened to you before with Kenzo, I was like, ah shit, I feel terrible. But
honestly, like, this is amazing though. What the fuck?
Yeah, you apparently you got pranked a second time. Do you actually ever get legitimate clients on Fiverr? Or is it just YouTubers?
I do. Most of them. 20 completed orders, 2 of those are YouTubers.
10% of Fiverr customers are YouTubers. Truth. No, you did well.
When you said it, like, I froze up. I'm like, no!
Chat thinks that my Zarya is plat, so I'm super happy that you liked it.
It's
Fuck
good.
you, chat! One of the biggest things that I like legitimately do struggle with is the less that I play the game and the more that I do kind of like coaching and looking at third-person VOD is that like my awareness is the very, very, very first thing for me to go in the game. I tried to like throw out clues for you and the previous guy about like me not being able to recognize sound cues, but you picked up on it, which was awesome. Yeah, so you did kind of hone in on where I was weak, and then kind of I really liked your attitude about communication as well. Like, I'm a huge proponent for communication. The only reason why I wasn't communicating is because somebody would have recognized my voice in those games. So
yeah, exactly. I just have to ask because I actually brought you up, like when you asked about other coach.
I was like, does he know?
No, but I actually look up to you a lot. Like,
I
this
appreciate
is actually,
that, guy.
I fucking love this.
Well, you're good at it. You should definitely. One of the things is that there's so many good coaches out there and good analysts, but they don't get the same level of kind of exposure as good players do. Honestly, this is so much fun. Like, getting coached by coaches on Fiverr has been so much fun, and it's been such a positive experience. Gotcha. Are you thinking about like getting into team coaching, or are you just going to keep at this casually and keep coaching individuals?
My parents kind of doesn't see this as a real job, even though I show them the money and things like that. You know, they're like, yeah, but you did a real job. And I'm like, ah.
What do you mean? Education's a real job.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you, you can probably make more money doing this than you can working at a store. So, well, best of luck to you, friend, then.
Thank you.
I had fun. I appreciated the coaching.
This is probably the most enjoyable session I've had.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that I'm not a shitty student, but